Okay, so the penultimate episode of from season 4 has completely twisted my very last cell because, they cooked, you know? And now I think the finale is something which none of us are expecting, especially with the upcoming deaths and a cliffhanger. I'm your Aussie girl, Ellie, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm about to tell you 3 major events which might be closing chapter 4 with a conclusion which will leave you feeling like, wow, a sacrificing death. So now Jade and Tabitha have the talisman up, but as we know, the talismans were designed for civilian structures to create an enclosed boundary, right? In the deep caves or near the monster's actual nesting ground. The rules are inverted. The talisman won't keep the monsters out, but I think it might lock Jade and Tabitha in with them. Since the ladder is cut, they can't climb out, and Jade's obsession with the bones will result in a massive sacrificial pivot. Realizing that he and Tabitha are cyclical incarnations who keep dying and returning, Jade will realize he has to be the one to stay behind, so he will use himself as bait, holding the bones or a collapsing tunnel ceiling to shove Tabitha up into the bottle tree root shaft, and hence, dying by a sacrifice to save the town. The boy in white. Okay, so you know what? The boy in white telling Victor not to let them chop down the bottle tree is highly suspicious, especially when the town is clearly lying to hurt people, right? He is not some guardian angel, but he is like a Yellow Man's historical cleanup crew. So every time a cycle is about to be broken, like Christopher in the past, or Jade now, the boy in white appears to Victor to preserve the status quo under the guise of protection. If they actually uproot the bottle tree, they break the cosmic anchor of the loop, so the boy is panicking because the tree is the data log keeping Fromville bound to this pocket dimension, and that is going to break in the finale, the jailhouse execution. And my last theory is around Victor, who is locked in the cell, and Henry is completely unhinged, hallucinating that killing his son is his ticket back to a normal life with his grandson. With Boyd and the authorities occupied at the bottle tree, Henry will slip into the station with a weapon. Victor, who finally sees the behavioral shift in his dad, will be too paralyzed by trauma to fight back. So Kenny, who's already carrying the weight of Father Cuttrie's ghost, whispering that some lives must be sacrificed, will walk in, and he will be forced to execute Henry to save Victor, and hence, perfectly fulfilling the Yellow Man's game, which says how the town still gets its quota of familial blood, even if it's broken across different surrogate families. To be honest, this show is getting really creepy from the day it premiered, and being a girl, I am now completely obsessed with it. You tell me your ratings for episode 9, and do subscribe for more Aussie content. Bye-bye.